What is happening, guys? Mike here. Welcome back to the channel for an all new video. Today I'm gonna ask you to hear me out on some things. I myself had some reservations at first, but I gave it a chance and I hope you will too. Today we are talking about beard color, and before you turn this off and run the other direction, give it a chance. I mean, I've had reservations about this topic myself. I've turned down quite a few brands, but I did give this one a chance, and I'm asking you to do the same. So today we're going to talk about simpler hair color. Alright, so today we're talking about hair and beard color, and when I first got the email with this review request, I kind of had this image pop into my head. It's the same image that I usually have pop into my head every time I get emails like this asking me to review products like this. And it's not the first time I've been offered the chance to review beard and hair color. I get asked to review stuff every week, from stuff like this to even like bathroom spray. I mean, stuff comes in constantly, and in the past I've had a firm policy of saying no to coloring products. I mean, a long time ago I tried one hair product that was supposed to color your hair, and it was so awful. It was just terrible, and from that experience I was like, hard no. No more coloring products. Not gonna do it. Obviously, though, something stood out to me here, because if it didn't, we wouldn't be talking about this. And no, it wasn't money, so, don't get on that horse. It wasn't anything about money. It was the fact that, one, I talked to the owner, and he seemed like a really cool guy, but I just clicked the link and went over the site, and I'm like, okay, this doesn't look like the usual stuff. I mean, in all that other stuff that I'm usually sent, it looks really gimmicky, and this had a different overall vibe going on there. It didn't look gimmicky at all, and they didn't have some dude on the front page with a neon blue man bun and matching beard as the spokesperson. Now, this is both hair and beard color, like I said, and I'm going to start this off by saying I will not be using it in my hair. I do not color my own hair. I leave that to my stylist, and I'm not going to mess it all up. My beard, however, is fair game to be tested, so let's talk about that. First off, I have a sad beard. I know this to be true. It's just how I'm wired. I've come to terms with it. I do not have a great beard. I grow what I can, and I'm thankful for it. I'm also, there's another aspect to this. I'm also on testosterone therapy right now, and you can go watch an entire video about that where I explain the entire story if you want to hear about that. But I'm about a year into the testosterone therapy now, and one thing I did start to notice, which was kind of weird, was that I had some color change. I kind of noticed that I had like 3 colors going on there, which was the weirdest friggin' thing. I'm thinking, great, I finally start to get some good growth going on there, and now it can't decide what color it wants to be. It's just my friggin' luck. But that's what kind of prompted me first to go down this road of beard color, and I hadn't yet discovered the brand right here that we're going to talk about today. I hadn't yet discovered them. I went to the store and got one of those beard coloring kits, and I think by doing that and then discovering this brand or being contacted by this brand, it kind of inadvertently gave me some experience to which I could then compare this brand to for this review. So that's what I'm going to do for you guys also today, besides giving you guys all the good info on this brand. And this is a new brand. I believe they're launching. I mean, today might even be their launch. When you're seeing this video, might be their launch today, or if not today, it's soon after. And they do offer this in several shades that you can choose from on the site when you go to order your bottle. I chose the dark brown to match my hair color, so that's what I'm going to demo for you guys today. But besides the multiple shades that they offer, this brand also offers a few features, one of them being a simpler method of use, hence the name. Can't see that. Simpler. They just offer an easier way of doing this. They do claim that anyone from beginners to pros can use the product based on the way the product comes out and the tools and the instructions that they provide. And other than that, they feature an all-in-one design, meaning the bottle that you get in the kit, it's all included in one bottle. So you just hit one button and both portions of the solution come out, mix, get to use it. Done deal. Pretty easy. And anybody who's used a kit other than that, like a store-bought kit, know that it's actually two things that you have to mix, and you have to make sure you mix it correctly in order to get it to work correctly. So this is kind of like a all-in-one type deal, and it works a lot better. Beyond that, something that stood out to me is that this is done without harmful ingredients that are found in a lot of other colors like PPD, ammonia, lead acetate, I think they say, and a couple other things. This meant something to me personally, and I'll tell you guys more about that. But the store-bought one it tends to like burn the skin, and again, I'll speak more about that at the end. But so seeing that it doesn't feature stuff like that kind of stood out to me. Beyond that too, I think that they've prepared here what I think is a pretty solid kit. I mean, inside the box you get quite a few different things to make this as easy as possible. And so each of the kit comes with one canister of the hair color, a reusable brush, a wet wipe to wipe off any dye from your skin, a packet of petroleum jelly to apply to your forehead and cheeks to avoid staining, a pair of reusable gloves to use while coloring, and a pouch just to hold all your stuff in. And real quick, I want to highlight one of the items from this kit, and that is this brush right here. This to me was the real MVP of the kit. This makes the entire process extremely easy, and you're about to see that process in action here in a quick second. But this is the first thing that I noticed, or the first thing that came to mind when I began mentally comparing this kit to the store-bought kit. And in those kits you get like this tiny little brush that, you know, it works, but it's really flimsy. It's just a tiny little brush that you're supposed to, you know, do your entire face with, or even your hair with. And this thing, it's nice and big. It's got really big bristles on it, and I think it's just better for getting the actual color onto it and then evenly distributing it to your face, and you can do more of your face at one time. So I think it just makes it quicker and easier. And so this is one of the things that come inside that kit. I think now though, we should just go ahead and put this to use, give you guys a look at what it does, what my experience was with it. Using it is pretty straightforward, and these steps will work if you're using this on your hair as well. And it all starts again with that canister. You just push that button down, and when you do, you can see it's releasing product out of both sides, and each of those things are what's needed to create the paste that you then use to color your hair. And after I do that, I'm ready to go. I got the color on there, and I'm just moving it around and rubbing it in to make sure it can touch and become applied to all the facial hair that I want to color. This is really why this brush is so great, because again, it makes this task extremely easy and extremely quick. After that's done, you do need to wait a few minutes for the product to have a chance to take effect, and then you can rinse it off. I do also like to rinse it off, check it out, make sure it all, you know, looks okay, make sure it got, you know, all over the place, and that seems to work out really well for me. But here's the final result we got here. This is before and after, and yeah, it's not a huge change because the before image had this done a couple of weeks prior, some color done a couple weeks prior, and it just grew out, and so I was just kind of touching it up in the demo that you just saw. But I do think it's very clear that there is a good difference there, and I really like the look of it, and I like the fact that it's finally all one color, for crying out loud. In the end here though, when compared directly to what I know and my experience with store-bought beard color, I think that the simpler products here are night and day when it comes to that. I think that they have a better product, they have better tools, and an overall better experience. And when I say a better product or a better formula, I mean not only does it work and the color is good, but the store-bought one, I mentioned this a little bit ago, it would irritate my skin, especially up here in my upper lip. It would make it all red and it would burn when I'm using it. This one did not do that at all, which was obviously super nice. And I mean, that brush alone makes the actual task of coloring the beard just super easy. So I do think they did a really good job with this kit. When it does come to price on this one, the way that they do their pricing is based on two factors: one-time purchases and subscriptions. The one-time purchase price here is $45, and for that you get the kit and the color you choose. And if you're coloring your hair and your beard, they say this lasts about 3 uses. How often you have to use it is based on your personal preferences and your personal hair growth, things like that. If you're using it just in your beard, like I showed you here, beer, you can easily double that to about 6 uses, and I've been using it about once a week, so this bottle should last me about 6 weeks. The subscription price is cheaper at $39, and you can choose how often it gets delivered. The brand, though, this is something important to note too when judging that price. The brand was kind enough to offer a subscriber discount to you guys, and that discount is 10% for one-time buyers and then 20% for subscription orders. So with that code, that takes the price down to $40.50 for one-time purchases and $31.20 for people who subscribe. That price also includes free shipping, so you do have to take that into consideration as well when judging the price. I do believe that's pretty much it though on this one. If you would like to check out this brand, I will leave the link and the discount code in the description there for those that are interested. If you'd also take a quick second to like this video and leave me a comment, I'd really appreciate it. I really appreciate all you guys that do that on all these videos. It's super awesome of you. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel too, I'd kindly ask you to consider doing that. And don't forget to also turn on that bell icon as well so you never miss an episode here on the channel. Thank you once again for stopping by today and checking out this product with me. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.